A very good day and welcome to Citizens Dialogue on First Next News Port Harcourt. I am Becky Usoro. The Anambra state government, under the leadership of Governor Chukwuma has announced that civil servants who fail to report to work on Mondays will have their salaries deducted following the continued observance of the Monday sit-at-home. The government says the era of shutting down the state every Monday must come to an end. Report that Anambra states the sit-at-home has crippled productivity, slowed economic activities, and cost the state billions of naira. Their position is simple: no work, no pay. But many workers and residents are asking tough questions. They say this is not about laziness, it is about fear, safety, and survival. They argue that governments cannot compel people to work without fully guaranteeing their security. The big questions are these: is Governor Soludo enforcing discipline and accountability, or is he pushing workers for a problem they did not create? Can salary deduction end sit-at-home, or will it deepen public resentment? And most importantly, where does workers' welfare and government authority begin? This is not just an Anambra state issue. It touches on governance, workers, rights, security, and leadership in Nigeria today. To help us break this down and make sense of the political and social implication, I'm joined in the studio by King Sojalo, First Next political analyst. Welcome back to the show, Citizens Dialogue on First News Port Harcourt. Thanks for joining us. It's a pleasure having you, Sir King Sojalo.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing, King?
Fine, thank you.
How was your weekend?
It was great.
Okay,
it was
great to have you all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is this policy, looking at what's happening in Anambra State concerning the lockdown have been happening, the sit-at-home Monday that has been happening. So is this policy bold leadership, or is it a risky political gamble?
Oh, well, just as you said, it's a bold leadership. I don't think it's a gamble because as the sitting governor, you have right to take decisions.
Okay.
And looking at the Constitution of Nigeria, I don't think there is any area it's written that they should be sit-at-home in our federation
On Mondays.
On Mondays, thank you, because the eastern part is also among the Federation of Nigeria. So
okay.
The eastern part being in having that rule sit-at-home, it looks is a break of laws and something like that brought by a non-political actor. Fine, yes, I know it was through the IPOB marginalization and thereabout. If you could recall, it was this sit-at-home of the team was ordered. I think it was really enforced by the arrest of the IPOB leader. We're talking of Mazi Nnamdi Kalu, where it was really really enforced by the marginalization of the IPOB association and society, you understand. But if you look at it, it wasn't approved by the federal government himself. Okay. They're talking about the life of late President Buhari in his regime, when it's really although even before then it has been a frequent occurrence. It will start today, tomorrow it will come to an end. And what was the reason? First, because of probably this insecurity and thereabout. Where
so has the government really have they fully defeated
that is
Monday insecurity? Now that they are saying that people should resume
that is why because of the government Soludo had
in
to
the
come
states.
in. That's why I had to call him, because he made mention of something that is really affecting the financial welfare of the state and thereabout. Okay, looking at we all know that Monday happens to be a day where especially the market sector usually gets
the beginning of the new week.
So when you initially when you miss Monday activities, definitely you're bound to have losses, and that is what this state government is looking at. You understand? So I think his move is really the accurate move he has made for the state. You understand? So that, because I know for the fact that there are a lot of Easterners there who are not in line with this activities. You understand? Despite the role in the East, and is not implemented to other states of Nigeria, is uncalled for. So I think the governor is really acting on his duty as a governor, and he has really made it clear that, look, anyone who, or any organization, most especially government sectors, who don't, you know, take their responsibilities, most especially on that Monday, will bound to have less of this salary. That is the deduction of salary and thereabout. Now, what does it really affect? He talked about in what way will it occur? He talked about he's going to implement the calculation method whereby the days you are coming to work, you know, most days sometimes it's calculated probably on the 24th of every month. So it's then where, you know, the days which you didn't make it to work will be removed. And I think that's
every Monday. Yes, you know, so specifically for Mondays, you were talking about the sit-at-home day.
Yes, no, the days definitely most of these workers usually used to be absent. I think by calculation it looks as if people are missing, you know, some number of days.
Civil servants.
Yes, civil servants. So it is a medium whereby is just give. I think this is a disciplinary method in order to let these people know that look, you have to start duties, most especially on Mondays. If possible, I think Saturday is also included. But from my own perception, I think you understand that sit-at-home Monday routine should really come to an end, at least for the well-being of most especially workers, marketers, and thereabout. At least it's a one nation.
You know, just to trace back to what really happened and why this sit-at-home was brought in, you know, in that state, is because of insecurity. You know what happened, like loss of life, and you know, there was even a time when some persons even dared to come out on Monday, and then I think
there have been trombone
violence happened at that time. So the governor coming out to say that this Monday sit at home now, like you have to be in your workplace, has it really defeated this insecurity?
For the governor to have come out, you know, in this form, definitely he might have, you know, put things in place. He implemented security force to, you know, save the lives of lives and property during this so-called sit-at-home Mondays. Since you have you've implemented it for it to commence. Definitely, I know for sure that the governor has really, you know, implemented security as well for the safeguardness of the people. So it's not just for him to just come out.
But you know, when you're talking about insecurity, people are actually scared. So can fear be solved by salary deduction?
Well, since the government has given them assurance, I don't think they should be that fear anymore, except probably some chaos happen again. Then the government will have to think of the next the plan B, you understand? So in this process, I think the governor has done well making this pronunciation. And
you're saying he has done well. So what you're saying is, should the worker be paid for a day they didn't show up? Is it really, you know, a good implementation? Look at how the system is at the moment.
I believe every civil servant who really, you know, in line with the affair of the governor will definitely comply to this. That is my belief. So for him to come out in this form, definitely all civil servants, all workers, all marketers will definitely comply. So I don't think there's any civil servant who really knows his duty, you know, and is you know, how will I put it now, who really knows his contribution to the welfare of the state, we want to decline this order given by the state governor.
And not just about civil servants alone, we're even talking about the people of the state.
Okay, the people, that is the citizens,
the indigents of that state, insecurity, fear, and they say come out on Monday as well to your business places, to your workplaces, looking at what's happening.
Yes, for the citizens, the governor has given you assurance. Why not go into your daily routine, starting from a Monday, just as he has said, and see if those security workforce is not put in place. So I don't think there's any need for fear anymore. So I think this is a time whereby people need to embrace their government workforce and also stand firm with the governor, so that you understand peace will really come back to the Southeast again, because the Southeast is also part of Nigeria, so they should be exempted from any activities that concerns the constitution.
Okay, thank you so much. Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, national leader of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP) and head of the Kwankwansia movement, has declared January 23rd each year as World Betrayal Day. This follows the resignation and expected defection of, you know, Kano State Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf from the NNPP, and I know he's still hot about this, which Kwankwaso said, and his supporters describe as a betrayal of sacred trust. After Yusuf exit from the party on January 23rd, 2026, ahead of joining the All Progressive Congress, should party loyalty be celebrated over political propagandism? Like when you talk about betrayal day, is it really necessary for you to say that January 2023 be
Is
declared.
the day as a betrayal
You
day.
know, is it the first person that have been defected from a party?
If you look at the,
or are we going to say the trust or?
You know, at first when I heard the headlines, I laughed about it. You know, when you don't expect an occurrence like this, definitely there's a great disappointment in the mind of, because right now, I think the former
because
governor,
Kwankwaso is saying that he puts lots of effort to support him during the campaign and for him to be a governor of Kano State.
Of course, we are all aware.
So is it like a betrayal that it's hurtful, or
it's hurtful, but that shouldn't be the essence of declaring a particular day of the party system betrayal day. I don't think it's really worth it, because if you look at the system of Nigeria right now, Yusuf is not the only governor who has decamped.
Does it really help to harm the party or any way or the other?
I don't
whether he call it betrayal day or
exactly.
not.
I don't think his defection to the APC will really harm the party. You know your party structure. You know how you've gone about it and thereabout. And I believe there are also prominent people in that same party. So if the state governor should decamp, that is not enough for him to. But nevertheless, in the case of even the governor himself, that is Yusuf, has also made it clear to his supporters and followers that, look, I don't want anyone to, insult that is the life of Kwankwaso and thereabout. You understand? Whatever might have happened, nobody should go against, trying to break the law because of this statement, announcement and thereabout. So now, in the case of Yusuf, I think the sudden defection was unexpected. You understand? I believe majority of citizens of Kano, they really look up to the governor and making sure that party, that's a system party, be the ultimate party of that state. But look at the unfortunate, let me not use the word.
So how does this affect Kano politics looking out for 2027 election? Of
course, it looks as if it has been sold to the opposition. You understand, which is the APC. So it looks as if that is why the founder, that is the Kwankwaso group, Kwankwaso, thank you. You really see it as a betrayal. Looks as if, despite our solidarity with you, standing firm with you, you went ahead and gave our birthright. That is what this scenario means. So I think this is where the betrayal comes in. You understand? Trying to defect to the major opposition, which a lot of other oppositions are really against and trying to pull down in the from the federation presidential office. So probably if Kwankwaso, the Yusuf rather, would have gone to maybe any other party, probably the ADC, I don't think these grievances of betrayal, grievances of betrayal from Kwankwaso himself would have got to this form where he said on the 23rd of January is a day of betrayal. So I think this is to him is really a huge betrayal, because you can't stand firm with someone, help the person to a particular goal, make sure he achieved it, and at the end it turned out to become something else. You understand? Because he really relied on the governor when he was in that party, most especially the citizens. But what is the outcome? So definitely let's just hope and see how it goes at the long run, because Nigeria's system is always turning one way in and one way out.
It's really unpredictable.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, King Sajalo.
Thank you, Becky.
It's still the show Citizens Dialogue on First News Port Harcourt. Let's go for a short break. When we return, we're looking at Musawa, Minister of Arts, Culture and Tourism, has said the fastest way for the African Democratic Congress ADC to lose the 2027 presidential election is by fielding Peter Obi as its candidate. Please stay with us. When we return, we'll dive into the story. Welcome back to the show Citizens Dialogue on First News Port Harcourt. I am Becky Osoro. Still here on set with me is First News political analyst King Sajalo. Thanks for joining us. A senior APC figure, Musawa, has dismissed opposition permutation ahead of the 2027, arguing that fielding Peter Obi as a presidential candidate on the ADC platform will be the fastest way to lose the election. Atiku Abubakar is no match for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, insisting Tinubu remains electorally and politically superior. Now, the question is this. Is Peter Obi bigger than the Labour Party? Why is everybody concerned about Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar? Is it like a threat to every other opposition party that's in the country at the moment? Is it bigger than APC or is it bigger than Labour Party? What exactly is happening?
First of all, everything still bounces back to a loyalist and thereabouts. And also, if you look at that pronouncement, is coming from one of those who are agents of the renewed hope agenda and thereabouts. So first of all, we want to ask, who is Musawa? Who is she, and why will she come out, to stand in the face of ADC and say, okay, this candidate you are bringing cannot defeat our own political rival, cannot defeat our own candidates. You understand? Definitely, just like I said, now she's known to be, I think, one of the late veteran politicians by the name Alhaji Musawa, and also, you understand, she has also been in the league of politics, even from her family background and thereabout, before she was appointed as the Minister of Culture, Art and Culture, that is in this by the present administration, that is President Bola Tinubu and thereabout. Now, definitely, now, if you look at our own data, you definitely see that, you understand, she is kind of working for, being in the side of the president, being the minister under his policy. Definitely, she will want to stand for him. Now, I don't think you can't just come out and try to look at
and boldly make such statements
based on what you feel your own political party carries and thereabout. I believe in the case of Peter Obi, even that is we're talking about the former vice president Atiku Abubakar. If you look at their stance in previous administration, okay, let me start with Atiku Abubakar. I believe Atiku, we all know he was the vice president, and there are one or two things he might have done, even this administration in his own time as a governor didn't do. We could recall where the former president, they were talking about the life of President Olusegun Obasanjo, wanted to run for a third term. In the whole of the country, it was only one man who stood against that motion, which is Atiku Abubakar. Where was
so just to interject you, so is Tinubu the strongest, political brand in Nigeria today?
Well, if you look at analysis
with the statement, she made.
Is
just looking at that from that
political
angle.
brand that is outside.
Is Tinubu still the strongest political brand in Nigeria today?
I don't think so, and I will state the fact. And I was heading somewhere before you interjected me.
Okay.
You understand? Now, based on the actions of our former president, that is, we're talking about Atiku Abubakar. Where was President Tinubu?
Late president?
No, I mean former vice president.
Okay, former vice president. Okay.
Atiku Abubakar, when he stopped the motion of former president Obasanjo was going for a third term, where was President Tinubu? That is one question. People, as in, there are some top.
No, we're looking at the now. We're looking at what's happening.
I'm just trying to go back and see efforts of these people who she's saying they don't stand a chance.
Okay,
you understand? I'm just trying to bring it out, see their effort.
Okay.
You understand that they don't stand a chance and thereabout. When you try to place people in most position, you really need to make research about their past legacies and thereabout. You understand? Tinubu is known for, a lot of people will come out and say, yes, he turned Lagos to a big commercial hub and thereabout. It's not all about big commercial hub. Even as your current presidency, what strong effort are you putting to stop some menace? Okay, currently he has traveled to Turkey. He's always traveling, probably for one occasions. We might not really have full details about.
Okay, so just to interject, you're looking at the topic headline.
Okay.
Will 2027 be about performance or political structure? In looking at what she has said, she is saying that nobody can actually defeat the APC, that president. There's no match. And then, of course, what's Nigeria, looking at the election that just happened, before he became the president, Peter Obi was like one of the major hit candidates.
Yes.
And I guess that's the reason why she's tracing back. Okay.
Yes.
So with 2027, because everyone now is looking forward to 2027 election.
Yes.
So with 2027 be about performance or political? Is it about political structure, or is it about the votes, what the people vote and what the people want?
Just as you said, it's about the votes, it's about what the people want.
Okay.
And it also involves political structure.
Okay.
In the sense that you understand of what legacies, like I usually say, what legacies have these reputable personnel had in their past administration. So it all bounces back to the people, and it all bounces back on the institution that will carry out the assignment of the voting processes and thereabout that really elect the accurate person if it's not hijacked. That is it. Just like the NNPC chieftain said the other time, saying that if the election will be free and fair, that APC will not emerge as winner. So I just want to use that stance, to measure this question, because if you look at it, everybody's rallying around. Everybody, all politicians, even the president himself, is also making haste. You understand? Looking at all governors now decamping to his own side, which is the APC. Okay. So definitely, it's going to be on structure, and also it's going to be by past legacy. And if our institutions who are going to head this assignment, this political assignment, I'm talking about the NADAC, if they really do what's right and appropriate, definitely we will see, definitely who is better than who, just like our Minister of Art and Culture has said.
Thank you so much, King Sojalo. It's a pleasure having you on set all the time.
Thank you, Becky.
Thanks, everyone. That's our show for today. Citizens Dialogue on First Nurses Port Harcourt. I am Becky Osoro. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.